Welcome to Linkronicity, where your journey and destiny link. I'm Stacey, Kumagai, your linkologist, and I'm here to help you link your life. Today we're going to be talking about the link of clarity. Have you ever been confused? I mean, really confused? In a fog, if you will, of understanding what it is that you're needing to do, or how to respond, or how to react, or basically just can't do anything because you have so much confusion around you. That's when you need clarity the most, right? But sometimes getting clarity is really hard because you may be so paralyzed by indecision you can't even make a decision on how you get clarity in the first place. We've all been there. Everybody. If you're human, you've been there at some point or another. And usually it's with major life decisions. Sometimes it could even be the smallest decision because you know that the decision is going to actually change your life. For a lot of people, that's really scary. One small change, right? It's a scary thing to do. It's life-changing. So sometimes you need even more clarity just to understand the circumstances and the ramifications of your decision, of this thing that you have to figure out, the problem that needs to be resolved, right? And sometimes you resolve the problem, sometimes you just dissolve the problem. But regardless, there's a problem there, and that's when we need clarity. So, big question is, how do you get clarity? How do you get out of the fog? Well, getting clarity is really simple. It's a secret. But not anymore. And this is going to sound really strange to you, and you're going to go, oh my God. You have to have an out-of-body experience. Now, I'm not talking about the kind that they have in movies. I'm talking about on Earth, in human terms, pedestrian terms, a very utilitarian way of doing it. You need to distance yourself from your problem so you can get clarity and see it. Having an out-of-body experience is really just being able to see it from a different perspective. Now, some of you may go to a trusted confidant or friend, and sometimes that's helpful, but sometimes it makes it worse, right? I mean, you go to get advice, and the advice is really confusing because it's made you even more clouded than you were before you even asked for the advice, because everybody wants to inject their opinion on how you should do things. Oh, you should do it this way because I did it this way, or my cousin did it that way and they had the same problem, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, I'm more confused than when I went in. So that doesn't help, because all that is really is graffiti on your canvas. Your problem, your life situation, your decision you have to make that you need clarity on. And getting a bunch of feedback sometimes is not helpful. So what you need to do is get inside of your own problem with the out-of-body. And that means writing it all down. Simple. Just write it all down. Take a look at it. Put it away. Take it out again. Another day. Put it away. Maybe 2 hours after you've had something to eat, had some water, good, right? And take a look at it. And all of a sudden, something will happen. Your perspective on your problem is different because you're looking at it through new eyes. You're seeing it not being in the stressful, anxiety-driven, worry-driven, urgency-pushing place of, oh my God, I have a problem, I need to make a decision right now. Well, if the decision isn't urgent, having some distancing and you actually have the time to do it, even if you have to do it inside of a span of 3 hours, okay? Sometimes that decision is clear to make because you can get some distancing, out-of-body experience, looking it over to be able to get the clarity. When we write stuff down in words, it becomes real. It's tangible. It's no longer floating around in our brain, dizzy, spinning like a merry-go-round, or a tilt-a-whirl, or whatever your amusement ride of choices, right? Or it's not the roller coaster making you nauseous and sick because it's like, oh my God. You get more depth. Your perception is clearer. You have more distancing to make a logical, rational decision, or even better, one that's from the gut, one that's from the heart and the soul. because you know what resonates and you know what doesn't. Because if you know your truth, you're able to sit in a place of saying, yeah, you know, that's not me. That making that decision really won't be for my best interest, or making that decision really isn't gonna serve me well. You'll get that clarity. That clarity comes from that. And that's introspection. Really understanding what that means in your heart and in your mind, to say, you know, I'm going to do some inventory. I'm going to see, you know, how this sits with me, if I'm comfortable with that. And even if I'm not comfortable with that, if it makes me a better person because I'm out of my comfort zone, you'll get the clarity within the resonance of what sits right with you every time. And with enough practice, you exercise the muscle of gaining clarity. And when you exercise the muscle of gaining clarity, it's just like anything else that you practice. It gets better and better every single time you use it. So take a beat, write out your issue problem, take a look at it, distance yourself, have the out of body, and you'll get clarity in every way possible to make the best decisions for your life. I'm Stacey Kumagai, your Linkologist, here to help you link your life. Please be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter. Go to Linkronicityblogspot.com for more details on this video you just watched, and go to Linkronicity.com for private coaching sessions or just ask a question. I hope you have a wonderful day of clarity, get clear on your decisions, and enjoy your decision-making process to have the best day